我把他骗了，我名誉扫地，我颜面，我父母都没脸做人，活一辈子，就我一个儿子。
我要我那50几岁挣一辈子的钱了，就是去年前一周，谁知道你是个祸水呀
？This man wants to expose a person's true face completely and openly in front of the world, and that person is the wife he spent all his savings to marry. Just because the first child was not his, he chose to forgive her, but he did not expect that the second child was also not his. After learning the truth, the older woman collapsed crying on the roadside. What exactly did he experience? This unfortunate man is named Wu Haibo, and his wife Zhang Ping is a white-collar worker who graduated from a prestigious university. Back then, in order to marry Zhang Ping, Wu Haibo spent all his lifelong savings, and now he feels the humiliation of being betrayed shining painfully over him.
我那时候还在想，我说，哎呀，我老婆要生孩子了，对吧？我肯定还是要去。他生小孩没告诉我嘞。我去医院的时候，医院没人了，每一层楼找到的嘞。那个护士小姐告诉我去，她说恭喜了，吴先生，你老婆给你生了个7斤2两的大胖小儿子。我自己讨自己嘞。
His wife did not tell him she was giving birth in the hospital. Instead, it was the hospital that called to inform him. But when he arrived at the hospital, he saw only the child and did not see his wife. When the nurse congratulated him, he did not feel even a bit of joy about becoming a father. Instead, he fell into suspicion, because before rushing to the hospital, he discovered that his wife had packed her clothes and run away without him noticing. He felt this meant she had a guilty conscience, and that the child might not be his. But why did he begin to suspect this?
会做 B 超检查，
对
，B 超上显示小孩是多大？
那时候有4个多月了，
你们当时认识有多久？
只有3个多月了，我就怀疑，就是从这里开始怀疑的。
Back then, when Wu Haibo accompanied Zhang Ping to the hospital for the B ultrasound, the gestational age shown was more than half a month longer than the time he had known his wife. At that moment, Wu Haibo became suspicious, but later Zhang Ping told him that B ultrasound results can have errors. Not thinking too much, Wu Haibo put down his doubts. Now with everything that happened, he realizes he might have truly been fooled. So after the child was born, he secretly did a paternity test without telling Zhang Ping. But unexpectedly, the doctor told him that the results seemed abnormal, and both parents must be present before it could be announced. So now he wants to take Zhang Ping to the hospital, but will Zhang Ping agree?
不是的，现在我出了钱了，拿报告走了，拿报告了。
After Zhang Ping learned that Wu Haibo had secretly done a paternity test, her expression seemed frozen, and she directly stated that she did not want to go with Wu Haibo to pick up the report. Her reaction made people feel that there was indeed something suspicious. Facing the reporter's questioning, Zhang Ping insisted firmly that the child definitely belonged to Wu Haibo. She refused to go only because she felt that her husband secretly doing a paternity test was a sign of distrust. She felt she suffered so much giving birth, but all Wu Haibo cared about was whether the child was his, which made her feel very uncomfortable. The reporter felt that since she was so confident that there was no problem, they should go together to pick up the report and use facts to dispel the suspicion. Under the reporter's persuasion, Zhang Ping unwillingly followed Wu Haibo to the hospital.
现在孩子很大，血缘关系的存在问题很大，可能孩子跟他没有血缘关系的时候，
我把他骗了，我名誉扫地，我颜面，我父母都没脸做人，活一辈子，就我一个儿子。
我要我那50几岁挣一辈子的钱了，就是去年前一周，谁知道你是个祸水呀
？This man wants to expose a person's true face completely and openly in front of the world, and that person is the wife he spent all his savings to marry. Just because the first child was not his, he chose to forgive her, but he did not expect that the second child was also not his.
孩子很大，血缘关系的存在问题很大，可能孩子跟他没有血缘关系的时候。
The doctor's answer was like a brutal confirmation of his wife's infidelity, crashing down onto Wu Haibo's head. If he had not become suspicious and gone for a paternity test, he would really have become the unfortunate man who raised someone else's child. How would Zhang Ping explain this result?
那你现在按照这份科学，我们相信科学，按照这份亲子鉴定来说，孩子可能是前他的。
10个月的时候
就分居了，
都没有在一起。
那你中途有没有男朋友？
没有。
那这个小孩他可能会是谁的呢？
没有可能呀，我离婚了之后一直都是自己一个人过。
It turned out that Zhang Ping had already been married once before, but after she divorced her ex-husband, she had always lived alone. Later, after meeting Wu Haibo, she became pregnant, so she firmly believed this child must be Wu Haibo's. Therefore, she suspected that the sample Wu Haibo submitted earlier was not his own, and she demanded that Wu Haibo redo the test in front of her. Wu Haibo agreed to Zhang Ping's request, because he also felt that the first result might not be accurate. But right after they completed the examination, Zhang Ping hurried to leave the hospital.
现在还没搞完，是跟我又要回去了。小孩这么小，你做母亲了，怎么能这么残忍？
哎，
摸着
太公平了。
摸着可以了，你打110，
你放开我吧！
你打。
Although Zhang Ping swore again and again that the child must be Wu Haibo's, all her actions made it difficult not to doubt her. When Wu Haibo's mother saw Zhang Ping's reaction from the side, she realized that something was indeed wrong, and she finally could not control her emotions anymore.
现在呢，我高攀不上，还是个日文，你说28岁，现在32岁，我22岁是讨不到老婆呀，要来也成个日文了，老子带2个孩子帮你带，如果你拿我1万块钱的生活费用，我要我那50几岁挣一辈子的钱了，就是去年监狱头。我就是说他岁数大一些，来带一下把家里搞好不？谁知道你是个祸水呀
！It turned out that besides being divorced, Zhang Ping also had a son with her ex-husband. When Wu Haibo's mother found out back then, she strongly opposed her son being with Zhang Ping. But her son would not listen and insisted on marrying Zhang Ping, even believing that because Zhang Ping graduated from a prestigious university, she must be a well-behaved woman. Wu Haibo's mother saw that her son could not be persuaded, so she eventually agreed. She thought that later, as long as her son and Zhang Ping had a child of their own, everything would be fine. Over these years, she even gave Zhang Ping quite a bit of money for the sake of family harmony. But she never expected that now even the second child very likely was not her son's. She felt devastated, like throwing a meat bun at a dog. Once thrown, it never comes back. Not long after, it was finally the day the report would come out. Before receiving the report, the reporter wanted to confirm with Zhang Ping once again.
再给你一次机会，不要骗我，妹子，我是来帮你的。
我知道呀。
你告诉我这个小孩是谁的？
他的。因为我就只跟他在一起。
Through multiple rounds of questioning, Zhang Ping firmly insisted that the child belonged to Wu Haibo. Whether she was simply being stubborn, or whether the previous report was truly wrong, otherwise Zhang Ping would not be this confident. But when something is not supposed to go wrong, it definitely will. As everyone was preparing to get in the car to head to the hospital, Zhang Ping suddenly said she did not want to go. This caught everyone completely off guard.
骗老子的钱，骗了倾家荡产，还老子你还想怎么样了啊？不敢去了。
他怎么买车当活？我不敢喝。
Zhang Ping explained that she did not want to go because she saw that Wu Haibo looked too angry. But Wu Haibo believed Zhang Ping was simply scared. Zhang Ping knew better than anyone whose child it was. If she was so confident, then why would she back out at the last minute and use such a weak excuse? But no matter how much Wu Haibo doubted her, Zhang Ping still turned around and left without looking back. So what exactly was the truth?
做好准备了。
做好了。
我们来连线一下你的爱人，因为他也要求知道这个结果，请导播接通他爱人的电话。他没有接电话。
你告诉我这个小孩是谁的？
他的。因为我就只跟他在一起啊。
Inside the studio, the host was holding the paternity report in his hand. Unexpectedly, the one who insisted on doing the second test, Zhang Ping, not only did not come to the studio, but at this moment she was not even answering the phone. At this moment, Wu Haibo already had the answer in his heart.
遵循孟德尔遗传定律，最终的检验结果是某某某与孩子之间没有亲生血缘关系。
真的没有啊。
Even though he already had a feeling in his heart, when Wu Haibo heard the final result, even the strongest man could not hold back the sadness he felt at that moment. His mind completely collapsed. Thinking back to every firm answer Zhang Ping had given before, it was like a dog biting an iron scale. Her mouth was unbelievably hard. Originally, he thought raising a child from a previous relationship was still acceptable, and at least he could have a child of his own. But he never expected that the second child was also not his. Wu Haibo was truly in despair. In the end, Wu Haibo said he would definitely use the law to make Zhang Ping pay the price she deserved.
Looking back at this entire matter, every character reveals a different side of human nature. Wu Haibo is not simply a victim. He represents many people. Those who love with their whole heart but never learn to protect themselves. His tragedy comes from trust and from a naive belief that true sincerity can change a person who has already decided to lie. In Zhang Ping, she shows the most frightening side of an avoidant personality. The truth was already leaking from every detail, yet she still chose to deny it completely. Is this selfishness? Fear? Or did she truly believe that as long as she stayed calm enough, no one would dare to expose her? But the most ironic thing is, what destroys a relationship is not a single mistake, but the fact that the two people were living in completely different worlds all along. One was giving and the other was acting. So I want to ask you, in this story, who do you sympathize with the most? Who do you think should be responsible for the outcome? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what you think. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.